What's going on, my beat builders? It's a great day to be alive, ain't it? I don't think people take many things to appreciate being alive. I like saying that in my videos. Hey, it might get your mindset in the right frame of mind. But, anyways, on to the topic of the video. I get this question asked a lot, so I thought I would answer this short question in a video. And the question is, should I register my music with a PRO organization before I submit to music publishing libraries? Now, the answer is it depends. And let me backtrack a little bit. I think sometimes when people say register also, they might lump in there copyright. Now, if we start with that, in the US copyright law, you do not need to copyright your music formally through the US government website. Once you make the product and it's tangible, it is copyrighted by law. You can go the extra step and get it copyrighted. Like I've made a couple of albums in the past that I submitted to the US government office and copyrighted it. It wasn't a real big release. I just felt like I wanted to do it, so I did it. I didn't have to, but I did it. I have the paper document to prove that I own this album, that I made it, etc. But for your music, once you make it, it is copyrighted. So you don't have to waste money on getting it copyrighted. Now, if we talk about registering your music for one of the PROs in the United States, if you're going the route that I am currently going, which is working with a music production library, which most people watching this channel probably would go with a music production library, you don't need to register your music with the PRO. The reason is, once you get accepted into a library, if you read their agreement, it says basically they have the authority to speak on your behalf to register the music. So you will send your music to the music licensing company, and let's say you get a placement on MTV, Love and Hip Hop. What the music library does is submit that music, puts in all the metadata, like if you have multiple songwriters on it and other things like that, important stuff, your name, your PRO number so you can get paid, and they submit that to the PRO. That way, when the TV shows submit their cue sheets to these PROs, it's tracked. They know who the writers are. They have your PRO number. They know who the publisher is, so they can get paid their split. Everything is all taken care of with the music publisher. Now, if you're acting as your own music publisher and getting your own placements, then you do have to register your own music, and you have to do all the administrative work, tracking down, making sure when the stuff was played on TV, the cue sheets and all this other stuff. You do have to, at least for ASCAP, it's not really that much of a process. You just go, once you go into your portal and you're a member, it just has a line that says register work. You go in, put the title, put all the stuff, the relevant metadata like the writers, artists, etc. You would name yourself as the publisher, so you get the publisher split and the writer split. So in that instance, you do have to register yourself. But more than likely, if you're watching this channel, you're probably going to have someone else doing the publishing for you, so you don't have to worry about it. So like in my case, I am my own publisher for certain songs. So I run a different business called Stream Vibes that makes music for fitness instructors. All of that music, since I'm the publisher and I'm the writer, I went to ASCAP and registered it myself. So that way, if it gets placed somewhere, I will collect those royalties and they go to me, and I get both of those splits. Now, there is another case where you may be in a library that they retitle your music. So I'm in one library that it changes the name of the title. Let's say the title is Fourth Down Blitz. When I send it to them, they change it to something like Quarterback Brawl, right? And this is mostly a non-exclusive library. So they register Quarterback Brawl into my ASCAP, and that would get royalty placements depending if it get played on a show. But the Fourth Quarter Blitz, the song I created originally, I can still use that myself and register it myself under my publishing company because it has a different title. Now, usually I don't do all that stuff. Even if they retitle my song, I just leave it for that music library because it can get convoluted if they hear the same song and they're like, wait a minute, why does it have two different titles? And then it can get messed up about pay. So I just leave it alone. If the library retitles my music, then I only use it in that library. I know other people might tell you that you can spread it around, which you can. That's why it's a non-exclusive library that I'm in, that it can be put in different libraries. But you can choose if you want to go that route or not. I know me personally, I don't do that. I want to make sure right now you're drinking your water. You know, you're probably sitting watching this, or you're probably going to be doing some producing. And I want to make sure you got your water by you. Because if you're not taking care of your body, then you can't take care of your mind to produce these banging tracks. Anyway, I hope that answered the question. If you got any other questions that you want me to answer, write it down in the comments. I'm here to try to help as much as I can with my knowledge to help you on your sync licensing journey. And if you want more tips and tricks about sync licensing, check out one of these videos.